So welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And yes, I've got the boy, the EFB man. Ender, how you doing?
I'm losing my religion here, Joel.
Oh, shocking.
That was brilliant, I have to say. If you follow Joel on Twitter, check that out. He's a great singer and he did a great cover of that. So that's on his Twitter. And he didn't know I was going to say that, so he's all embarrassed now. Look at him, he's got all red.
Anyway, we're here for Derek Chisora versus Kubrat Pulev. But before we get into it, Ender, thank you very much, fanboy. We're going to have some of this.
Lose it.
Are you ready?
Now, talking of intriguing fights, this is one of them. Derek Chisora, 44 fights, 32 wins, 23 knockouts. Kubrat Pulev, 31 fights, 29 wins, 14 knockouts. These two guys, very, very similar. Both got power in their hands. Derek Chisora, as we know, I think in the last few fights has shown that the engine is better than it's probably ever been. And Pulev just doesn't. He's aged, but he's aged well in the game, isn't he? He's a tough individual, very tough. Both resilient fighters, not people that sort of they go down on their sword. How do you see this one, Ender? This is a tough fight to call, really.
It is a tough fight to call, but the first thing I'll say is the longer the fight goes, the more chance Pulev has of winning because of Chisora's engine, and he does tend to gas later on in the fights. That has improved, but still not significantly enough that Pulev wouldn't have.
Do you think not having David Haye is going to have an impact? Because David Haye kind of got him in a, let's be honest, David Haye got him in a better physical state and mentality, personally. But
we'll see. I mean, that the proof of the pudding and all of that is in the eating. So like I said, in the first 5 rounds, if Chisora can get a knockout, he'll win. After round 5, it's all Pulev for me. So my prediction is going to be Pulev in a stoppage in the second half of the fight. Simple as that. Actually, I round that up very quickly in the end.
Fair enough. Well, You just think how many more fights has Chisora got in him? I think that's probably one of the bigger questions. Pulev not getting any younger either, let's be honest. But I don't know, Pulev, he just, when you seem to write the guy off, and it's similar to Chisora, and this is where the difficulty is. When you seem to write him off, they have a crap display, and then they come back and they absolutely bang the other person out. And but Pulev seems to do it more frequently. Chisora seems to have to take so many punches before he sort of gets going and wakes up a bit. And I don't know if you can afford to do that against Pulev. But I think it's going to be a 9-12 job. Who's going to win? It's a difficult one but I think if it goes later, I think it's a Pulev job. Yeah. I think when the engine goes on Chisora, like we've seen in previous fights, it's that 30 seconds to the last minute of when you see the best of Chisora in the round. But can he afford to do that against Pulev? No, I don't think he can, because
Pulev is very dangerous.
And he's a hell of a boxer as well. So, yeah, an interesting one. So, Ender's saying basically past the 5th or 6th round, it's a Pulev
basically
fight.
Second half of the fight, Pulev KO. That's my prediction. And yours is in the last 4 rounds, KO Pulev.
Yeah. So there we go. Let us know in the comments how you're seeing this one.
Yes. Have we got completely wrong? Pulev. Have we Chisora fanboys in the house? To absolutely rip us apart.
I love Chisora. I think he's good entertainment for the business.
Oh, he's very entertaining.
You don't know what you're going to get with him, and when we've written him off in the past, he came back and he's had some great wins.
Exactly. I can see everyone going back onto this going.
We got Ozzy Mandias Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. I go Pulev. Yeah,
that's
there's a
3-0
lot of
to
Pulev
Pulev
fans out
already.
there. Yeah. So,
So,
as I say, chuck it in the comments. Let us know how you see Chisora versus Pulev. And Ender, we'll see you soon, mate. Thank you very
soon.
much.
Take care, dude.
Take care. Have some of this.
Have it.
Are you ready?